Good morning, sir. So yesterday we have done with the meetings chapter, है ना? We'll revise once the last topic, the last part of the meetings. We have to revise from meetings, general meetings, right? And we have to do the scanner, right? General meeting, which meeting? Which meeting? General meeting. Every company every year have to conduct one meeting. उसको बोलते हैं AGM. AGM? AGM. Annual General Meeting. Which meeting? Which देखो बेटा बार बार आ रहा. So very important from exam point of view मेरे प्यारे देशवासियों सुनना बेटा. Open your eyes and ears है ना बेटा. Close others. Which company has conduct meeting बेटा? Every company. That can be public company or the private company, but not the OPC. Why? Because the main purpose of the AGM is members should know what is happening in the company. In case of एक बंदर रहता बेटा, he is the promoter, he is the director, he is the employee, he is the HR, he is the cashier, he is the sweeper. So you know everything about the company. So that's why for OPC AGM is not compulsory, but other than OPC every company has to conduct the general meeting every year. That can be private company or the public company. Yes sir, no sir. So when to conduct the first AGM and the subsequent AGM, madam? The first AGM should be held within the 9 months from end of the first financial year. Exam में आ रहा. Within 9 months from end of the first financial year, and it cannot be extended. No extension is allowed. No extension is allowed. If the company conducting the first AGM within 9 months from the end of the first financial year, there is no need of the AGM in the year of incorporation. In the year of done. So every company has to hold the first AGM within 9 months from end of the first financial year. So for example, company was incorporated in the month of the February. So for this company financial year is February, March only. In the 2 months, the company need not conduct the AGM, but they have to conduct the first AGM within the 9 months from end of the 31st March of the first financial year. And this 9 months is not extended, extended in exam mein aa raha beta. Subsequent AGM should be held within 6 months from end of the first financial year, and the gap between two AGM should not exceed 15 months, whichever is earlier. 54th AGM, 55th AGM, the maximum gap can be 15 months. Done. And ROC may extend this up to 3 months. How many months? First AGM 9 months from end of the first financial year, no extension is allowed. Subsequent AGM 6 months from end of the financial year, or the gap between two AGM should not exceed the 15 months, and ROC may allow for the extension of 3 months. Till now clear? ये पूरा एग्जाम में आया बेटा, ये एग्जाम में आया, ये भी एग्जाम में आया. ये देखो बेटा, ऑलरेडी आई हैव रिटन हियर. AGM applicable to every company, private company or public company. First AGM should be held within the 9 months from end of the first financial year. No extension is allowed, and company need not conduct the AGM in the year of the incorporation. Subsequent AGM should be held within the 6 months from end of the financial year. The gap between two AGM should not exceed 15 months, whichever is earlier. ROC may allow for 3 months extension. Total everything came in this page itself beta about the AGM, and AGM should be held at the register office of the company on a day which is not a national holiday during the business hours, that is 9 AM to 6 PM. So generally company has to conduct the general meeting at the register office. However, exceptions are there. In these exceptional cases, the company can also conduct the general meeting at any other place also. Example, listed company can conduct the general meeting anywhere in India if it is agreed by the all the shareholders unanimously. Exam में आया. Unlisted company is then the register office in Hyderabad. They can conduct the general meeting other than Hyderabad, Goa also, if it is agreed by the all the members. Central government may exempt any class of the company from applicable to this section. Government company can hold the general meeting at any place. In case of section 8 company, BOD will decide the place of the general meeting. So AGM should be held at the register office on a day not a national holiday during the business hours, that is 9 AM to 6 PM. Even NCLT can call the AGM at the request of BOD or at the request of the shareholder. And if NCLT is calling for the AGM at the request of BOD or shareholder, single person in member or proxy will be valid quorum. That he may be a member in person or the proxy. If NCLT is calling or giving the directions for conducting of the AGM, so AGM of the NCLT is deemed to be the AGM of the company itself. And after conclusion of the AGM, the report on the AGM should be filed with the ROC. It must be signed by chairman of the meeting or two directors. Out of these two, one must be MD plus CS of the company. It should be filed with ROC within the 30 days in form number MGT 15. It must contain date of the meeting, day of the meeting, time of the meeting, quorum of the meeting. All these things should be there in the information to be filed with the ROC. This is all about the AGM. Done. So time we have discussed 9 to 6. Place register office, local limits of register office, unlisted company agree by all the members anywhere. Central government can exempt any class of company. So section 8 company BOD will decide. Government company can also conduct the meeting at any other place. Next, power of NCLT. So NCLT will call for the AGM at the request of BOD or the shareholders. AGM of the NCLT is deemed to be AGM of the company itself. So we have to file the same thing with ROC within the 30 days in form number MGT 15, signed by the chairman or two directors. One among them should be MD and CS. Done. So till here we have discussed. Next one is the EGM. क्या है बेटा? Extraordinary General Meeting. ये पूरा मैं इधर लिख लिया बेटा. EGM. So between two AGMs any general meeting is there, no, उसको बोलते हैं extraordinary general meeting. This is the 54th AGM, this is the 55th AGM. Between two AGMs any general meeting is there, it is said to be the extraordinary general meeting. It is conducted between the two AGMs to transact the urgent business which cannot be postponed till the next AGM. In EGM every business is the special business. EGM can be held by the BOD sumoto on their own, BOD at the request of the shareholders or shareholders itself or NCLT. These four people are authorized to call for the EGM. So in case of any urgent matter to be discussed with the shareholders, EGM can be called by BOD on their own by giving 21 clear days notice and attach the explanatory statement also. Clear na beta? And the notice should be given to all those shareholders who are the members of the company 3 days. Sorry. It should be here beta actually. It's related to here actually. Sorry. Next, BOD may call for the EGM by giving 21 clear days notice by giving the explanatory statement. Done. And EGM can also be called by BOD at the request of the requisitionist, at the request of the requisitionist. Equation. So BOD may call the AGM on their own by giving 21 clear days notice by giving explanatory statement. Even BOD may call for the EGM at the request of the requisitionist, at the request of the who is requesting for the general meeting. So a shareholder can request for the general meeting if he's having the 1/10 of the voting power or 1/10 of the share capital. At the request of the shareholder who is having the 1/10 of voting power or shareholder, BOD has to call for the general meeting by giving 21 clear days notice within 45 days from demand. Within, and it must be signed by all the requisitionists. This 45 days, remember, son. So for example, assuming January is having 30 days, February also 30 days. BOD shareholder is requesting for the EGM on the 1st January. When beta? Within next 45 days, and one before the 15th February. 15th February, we have to conduct the general meeting. Who? BOD. And it must be signed by all the requisitionists. Requisition may also withdraw the requisition exam beta. And we have to give the notice of the general meeting to those shareholders whose names are in the register of members within 3 days from the deposit of the requisition. When we deposit the requisition on 1st January, whose names are in the register of members on the 3rd or 4th of the February, 4th of January. We deposit the requisition on the 1st January. When beta? 1st January plus 3 days plus who are the members of the company on the register of members on the 4th January 25. We have to give the notice of the general meeting. EGM. Clear na? So BOD may call the EGM on their own. BOD may call the EGM at the request of the shareholders holding 1/10 of the voting power. BOD has to complete the EGM within the 45 days. And if BOD fails to conduct the meeting within the 45 days, requisitionist itself may conduct the general meeting. EGM. Requisitions itself if BOD fails within the first 45 days. So next 45 days, that is 3 months from the requisition, 3 months from the request, BOD can call for the AGM within the 3 months from the request. In case of non-availability of the AGM hall, it is held beyond the register office also valid. Register office in the Hyderabad. Generally, we have to hold the general meeting in the Hyderabad or local limits of the Hyderabad. Due to non-availability of the AGM, non-cooperation of the BOD, if AGM is held beyond the in Hyderabad also is perfectly valid. Anyway, this LS versus escorts limited. This point is exactly missing in the IC material, but based on this, questions are there. And if shareholders are conducting the general EGM, if they may incur an expenditure, this expenditure company will reimburse the shareholder. So company has to reimburse the shareholder can recover from the company. Company will recover it from the directors while paying the remuneration. So shareholders incurring expenditure for calling up the AGM. Shareholder can recover it from the company. Company will recover the same thing from the directors while paying the remuneration. Next, last one, NCLT. NCLT can also call for the AGM. NCLT can call for EGM suo motu on its own or at the request of the BOD or the request of the shareholder. If NCLT is calling for the AGM, single person in member or proxy will be valid quorum. And if NCLT is calling for the AGM, it is deemed to be the EGM of the company itself. ये पूरा हो गया बेटा. Last concept. The concept of meetings will not be applicable to OPC. So section 18, 98, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104 proxy, that is a power of tribunal to call for the general meeting, EGM, notice of the meeting, explanatory statement, quorum, chairman, proxy, voting rights, show of hands, electronic means, demand for poll, postal ballot, all these things will not be applicable to OPC because in the OPC single person will be there. You know everything about the company in general. So section 98 to section 98 and 100 to 111, all these sections will not be applicable to OPC. However, ordinary business is applicable to OPC. OPC also has to appoint the director, auditor, and they should discuss about the dividend. Discuss means he should take decision, and he has to agree the books of accounts. Applicable to OPC. Ordinary business is applicable, and one fine day, this guy, one person will sit, he will prepare the minutes. That day of the preparation of the minutes is deemed to be date of the AGM. Done. So with this, we successfully done with the concept of the administration and the management, and that is the meetings. Done. So we'll do the scanner. Have a great time. Enjoy the day. Prepare well. Easy. Signing off. Take care.